Okay, what's up? Welcome everyone to an episode of ReThink. I'm so happy and grateful now that you took the time to check in on this. So my name is PT, and once again, this is ReThink, and I invite you out to come rethink with me. First, I'm going to kind of break down who I am. Well, first of all, just explain my name. My name is PT. My actual name is Trev, and the P in PT stands for positive, right? So P and T, you get positive Trev. Right? The next thing is, what is ReThink, right? What is the purpose of ReThink? It is to provide you with a different perspective, right? Allowing you to rethink on your everyday thought processes in life to, once again, give you a different perspective, right? Impact you. So let's get into it. So we'll be talking about 4 different things today, but the overall topics is leadership and growth, right? Leadership and growth. And in those 4 topics we'll be talking about, the first one is goal versus growth culture, right? The second thing is leaders that focus on perks and leaders that focus on price. The next thing will be 3 mindset shifts that will help you become a better leader. And the 4th thing is R.E.A.L, right? R.E.A.L, keeping it real. So I'll break that all down when we get into it. First things first, let's get into it. I want to say that my goal is not to impress you. Well, I'm about to say some things, give you some information, but it's not to impress you. My goal is to impact you, right? Make a difference in your life. Once again, provide you with a different perspective to allow you to rethink on certain things. So let's dive right in, right? So goal versus growth culture. So first of all, let me explain a little bit about goals and growth, right? Goals are what's going to help you do better. Goals are what's going to help you do better, and growth is what's going to help you become better, right? Goals and growth kind of similar, but 2 different things, right? So in a goal culture, you have people that value achievement. They focus on the status. They emphasize the teacher. They focus on the targeting what is arrived, right? The arrival. And they honor as a privilege. So let me break down a little bit about right? So when they emphasize the teacher, they only do what the teacher is teaching at the moment, right? The teacher says to do something, and then when they do it, it's done. They hit the goal, they're like, bang, I'm out. Checking out, grab my bags, I'm out. They hit the goal and then they're done, right? Target is arrival. Once they hit that target, once they feel like they've achieved their goal, they're done. They feel like they've achieved life and then all is well, so on and so forth. So that's the goal culture. Going on to the growth culture, right? Growth, they value development. They focus on stretching. They honor serving. They emphasize the student, and their target is growth. The overall target is growth, right? So let me dive in a little bit of things, right? When the target is growth, they focus not like on goal culture when they focus on arriving, right? They arrived at their target, the goal is reached and they're done. But with growth, they focus on the overall depth of the growth process, right? They emphasize the student. They know that they are always a student in everything that they learn. They're always willing to learn, stretch out to new areas. This goes on to the other thing, right? They focus on stretching. They're focusing on always stretching into new areas of life so they can expand and grow their mind, be able to develop themselves a lot better. So that is the difference between goal and growth culture, right? Once again, goals is what's going to help you do better, and growth is what's going to overall help you become better, right? So that's goals and growth. The next topic we'll be getting into is perks and price. The 2 different types of leaders, right? So the perks, the leaders that focus on perks, they focus on, what can I receive as a leader? These are the perks leaders. The leaders that focus on price are more into what can I give? What can I give you as a leader, right? That is the price leader, right? So break down a little bit on perks, what will I receive? What will this and how will this affect me? How long will this take me, right? What do you got to give me to gain my knowledge so I can help you out, right? Those are the leaders that focus more on perks. And then the ones that focus on price are more giving, right? What can I give you? How will this affect us and others around us, right? How far can we go? And ones that focus on price are a lot more, team driven. There's not necessarily focusing on themselves. Now, there's nothing wrong with leaders that focus on perks, but it's just a differentiation into the two, right? So like I said, perk leaders, they focus on what can I receive, and price leaders focus on what can I give, right? So the next topic we'll be getting into is 3 different mindset shifts that will help you become a better leader. So these are what the 3 things are, right? The first thing is shifting from an outward aspect into an inward aspect. The second one is focusing on growth in a few vital things, just a few things instead of overall everything, right? And the third one is growth with a timeline versus growth with a finish line. Now, I like that one. That's a heavy hitter right there. So a little bit about the first one, right? The growth on the outside versus the growth versus the inside, right? Inward growth is the focus, right? Because in order for you to get all these things that come outwards, right? But the next step, you have to set yourself up, right? Everything grows on the inside. Outward growth can only last so long, but inward growth lasts forever. I'm gonna say that again. Outward growth only lasts so long, but inward growth lasts forever. What can you bring on the inside and grow outwards that's going to allow you to set up, put yourself in the position to do the other things that you're trying to do, right? The next topic, like I said, is focusing on growth in just a few vital things, not just everything. A lot of us wants to do a lot of things all at one time. Oh, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that, which is true, but focus on few steps, right? The steps, the setup, right? You got to set yourself up to be able to do all these things at once. You're not just going to be able to snap it like that unless you just fight like that. Keep it real, man. Focus on just a few vital things. I'm more afraid of the guy that knows one punch 1,000 different ways than somebody that knows 1,000 different punches in one way. Why would you say that? Or why would I say that? Is because the depth of the one punch that guy knows, his knowledge and growth in that area is so vast that he knows how to do it 1,000 different ways, as opposed to somebody that knows all these different punches but barely even know how to throw them, right? They know how to do all these things, but they're barely even skilled at it enough to even say that they know it. They just kind of got by and got through. That ain't how we roll. The third thing is instead of focusing on how long it will take, or I skipped a step. Focusing on the timeline versus focusing on the finish line. That heavy hitter, right? When you focus on the timeline, you're short spanning yourself, right? Instead of focusing on how long it will take me with the timeline, focus on how far I can go, how much depth I can grow in this field, right? Not how long, but how far. How far have I grown with this opportunity? How far have I grown with these knowledge of people, right? How far has my knowledge gone with this one punch that I know how to do it 1,000 different ways, man? So it's about the depth, right? Your growth process, how far you can go. So those are the 3 different mindset shifts that will help you become a different leader. And the last topic we're going to be getting into is R.E.A.L, right? R.E.A.L. Keeping it real, bro. Straight up. So break down what R.E.A.L is. You got R for relationships, E for equip, A is your attitude, and L is leadership. R.E.A.L. So break down a little bit on relationships. Relationships are going to be the things or the people that help you get what you want, your desires, a lot faster, right? Teamwork makes the dream work. Team, right? T-E-A-M. This is another gem for you. Team. Together, everyone achieves more, right? We're working collective as a team. Your relationships, man, build the relationships, because when something goes wrong or something bad happens, you have those relationships to fall back on. They hold you. You ever did the relationship test? I mean, the trust fall where you just fall back. You had to have a strong relationship to trust that person to fall back on. And they're going to be the ones that's going to lift you back up and throw you and leap you further into your goals and desires. You're a product of the 5 people that you surround yourself with, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you make up those 5 people. And together, y'all are whole. You are the team. Collectively, y'all are the team, right? Next thing is equip. You give yourself the right tools that you need to get further in life, right? Equip yourself, right? The setup, like I said before, set yourself up to do better. Another thing, the leaders that were in your life are no longer in your life because you didn't equip them with the skill sets that they needed to survive, right? People are no longer in your life because you didn't give them what they needed. This is a survival game. It's a marathon. It's a sprint. So if you're not energizing me, if you're not giving value to certain people, then they're going to go somewhere else to find that value. Equip yourself, and as a leader, equip others around you with the resources and skills that they need, right? The skill set is what pays, but in order to access your skill set, you have to equip yourself with the right tools to use the skill. So that's a little thing on that. Attitude, right? Your attitude. This is very important because your attitude is the mentality, how you feel about certain things. If you don't have the right attitude, then more likely than not, it's not going to happen. You have to have that never quit mentality. The attitude that I can, I must, I will. I can get through this. I will get through this. I must get through this. Have the never quit mentality that you can do it. You can, right? But you have to believe that you can. Have the attitude that you can do this, right? And then the last thing is leadership, man. L, the leadership. Every L is not an L. It gives you the lenses, right? It gives you the focus to be able to see what you thought was an L, but it's not. It just placed you a little bit further, right? Leadership, you have to lead the way. Be the example. Set the tone. As leaders, we cannot give others what we do not already possess as leaders. I can't give you this information if I don't already know about it as a leader. Once again, we must be the example and set the step forward. You take that first step forward. Make sure everybody looks up to you as a leader. Or if not, work as a team. Make sure there's leaders around you. Leadership. So real. Keeping it real, bruh. R.E.A.L. Relationships, equipment, attitude, and leadership. Keeping it real. So those are pretty much all the 4 topics that we talked about. Once again, I'll break down what my goal is. My goal is not to impress you. I didn't just say all these things, drop this knowledge on you just for you to be impressed. I don't know. I don't care about that, right? My goal is not to impress you, but to impact you, right? Make a difference in your life. Provide you with a different perspective. Because I know what it was like when I didn't have the knowledge that I acquire now. And now I do. And it makes a complete difference, right? So that's what my goal is, man. Life is not about what you currently possess. Life is about what you pass forward. And you pass forward good things, and good things will come forth back unto you. What you reap is what you will sow. So once again, my name is PT. Thank you for an episode of ReThink. And thank you for coming to ReThink with me. Peace.